Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Facebook Live. My name is Braden Snyder, and today we will be joined by women's soccer head coach Matt Garrett, who has led the Bullets back to the Centennial Conference playoffs once again this season. The Bullets earned the number 5 seed in the Centennial Conference tournament and kick off postseason play tomorrow when they visit 4th-seeded Haverford College at 3 p.m. We apologize to any of you who may have been tuning on earlier. We had some audio issues, but I believe we have those resolved now. And anyway, Coach Garrett, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us this afternoon, and congratulations on making the Centennial Conference tournament yet again. That's 7 in a row for your program, 7 straight tournament appearances. How important is that accomplishment, do you feel, to the program?
Thanks for having me. We're very proud of making it again. It's an accomplishment that it proves that we've been very consistent over a long period of time with a lot of players graduating and be able to continuously do well in a very good conference now where every team is very good. So we're proud of that, and every time you get to the playoffs that you know you've earned it, and it's an honor that you get to practice more, you get to spend more time with your team, you get to play at least another game, and there's a lot of teams who would like to be where we are in our conference and outside. So it's something that we're definitely proud of and we're definitely going to enjoy.
Well, the team's road back to the postseason, I guess, didn't lack in drama at the end of the year. You were in 6th place with just 3 matches left going into your senior day match with Muhlenberg. Of course, the top 5 teams make the playoffs, but they came back. They defeated Muhlenberg 1-0, and then went on the road to defeat Franklin and Marshall, also 1-0, with Kira Loftus making a great late game save after Chrissy Bradley scored the game winner. What do you think were some of the key factors for the way the team was able to kind of rally together and get those big wins when they needed them to get into the playoffs?
Yeah, Franklin, Marshall and Muhlenberg have definitely improved, and they're getting better. So they were definitely tough games for us, but we'd had a very hard run of games before that against the better teams in our conference who are competing for 1st, 2nd and 3rd. So we always knew it was going to come down to the last 2 or 3 games that we had to win. And I think the girls were just 100% committed to making the playoffs. It was something they really wanted. And we knew that we needed to win those 2 games. And to be honest, I think we deserved to win those 2 games. We played well. The score lines were maybe tighter than it really was in the games. And, it was just something that we always felt we were going to do. It wasn't a shock to win those games, and we are where we expect to be.
Something I did want to add concerning the win over Muhlenberg. Victory marked your 100th career win at Gettysburg, so congrats on reaching that milestone. It was a wonderful day to celebrate that on Senior Day on your home field. But what have been some of your other accomplishments this season? Certainly the team started out very well and had some other, I think, strong moments throughout the season. But what has the team done well, you think, this season? What stands out to you anyway?
We've just played with a very young team. Out of conference, we always have one of the hardest schedules in the country. We've played a lot of nationally ranked teams. So even though our record, especially with losses, isn't as strong this year, we know that we're challenging ourselves in very good games. So we've learnt a lot with this young team this year. And we've been playing good soccer. We've really got the ball down, and we're playing the way we want to play. And we're very proud, especially early in the season, to play a brand of soccer that we were really proud of.
One of the things you've had to overcome is injuries. You've had your fair share of players who have had to sit out, a lot of key players as well, and you've had to rely on a lot of your younger players. You have a big, freshman class, and that's made a lot of contributions there. So, how do you feel the team has dealt with some of those setbacks and dealing with injuries?
Yeah, I think every team deals with injuries. It's something that that's why you have a squad. I think we've always had one of the strongest squads in our conference, where we try not to talk about starting players. We try to talk about first-team players, and that's the top 16 to 18 players who can step up if someone is injured. So I don't think we've ever dwelt or thought about players not playing. We've just thought about the team players who are available. I think the biggest challenge has been definitely centre-back. I think we played 4 centre-backs this year, but they've all done well, and we've been proud of them. So that's why you have young players to come in and step in, and that's why you have big squads. So I don't think that's something we have really dwelt on this year. We just put the best team we can out there, and hopefully the style of soccer doesn't change just because we're missing 1 or 2 players. We want to play the same brand of soccer, irrelevant of who's available and who's not.
Well, getting back to something that you mentioned earlier, you talked about the quality of your opponents, and if you look at your schedule, you'll see just the number of nationally ranked teams. You've played 5 ranked teams this year, and so I guess just how do you think playing such a competitive schedule prepares you for the Centennial Conference tournament, which will include 3 teams that either are ranked or have been ranked this year? How do you feel having already played those teams kind of helps you in this situation?
Yeah, first of all, we do that just because we want to be challenged. Every game, we want a good game. We've never enjoyed going out where we expected just to win if we weren't at 100%. So we schedule those games because we want a tough schedule. I don't think it's about accumulating easy wins. It's about winning games which you're proud of in and out of conference. And then you do hope that really sets you ready for the big games like the Johns Hopkins, the Swarthmores, now the McDaniels. In this year in conference, I don't think we've done as good job as we would have had in the past when we've had a hard out-of-conference schedule to prepare us in. But hopefully now, when we go into conference play and playoffs, that it will help us a little bit better. But, we just want tough games.
Well, turning to your opponent tomorrow, another solid opponent, maybe not nationally ranked, but had a very good season, Haverford College. You played Haverford already on the road. It was a very close match when you played them at Haverford back on October 1st when the Fords earned a 1-0 victory. Can you talk briefly about Haverford? What is it that they do well? And also, what do you think your team will need to be able to do in order to come away with a win tomorrow?
Yeah, Jamie, the head coach of Haverford, has done an awesome job. She actually came to the conference the same year as I, so we've both been there 10 years. We've had some brilliant battles in the past in semi-finals. For a few years, it seemed like it was always us, 2nd or 3rd in the conference. And she's got back to the playoffs this year, and they're a very good side. They deservedly beat us in that game. We didn't play well, so we're looking forward to go back there. It's a good place to play, and it's a place that we feel if we play better than we did last time, we have a very good chance. But they're good at everything, they're always highly motivated, they work hard, they play good soccer, and they always do well. They're a good program. So we have a lot of respect for them, but it's a game that we're really looking forward to.
And as we've mentioned earlier, it's the program's 7th straight appearance in the playoffs. And you've been down this road before, of course. So what do you feel, I guess, what are some of the keys to playing well in the postseason after going through the regular season? How do things change once you kind of get to this kind of one-and-done mentality?
I wish I knew. We haven't done very well in the playoffs. We've done a great job getting there, but we haven't won as many as we can. Maybe that's down to penalty kicks and me being English and just being not being very good at them traditionally. But I think you've got to, first of all, enjoy it because you're there and you've got to enjoy the moment. Secondly, it's just one game, so it's trying not to focus on too much tactically new stuff. It's more about you are what you are by this stage and go out and play. And if you're good enough, you're going to win the game. Playoffs can be tough because you not always get what you deserve. In the last few years, we've played well in certain games and not got the result just because we haven't put the ball in the net. But it's a game where I think you've got to really try to play and be proud of it because you don't have another go if you lose anyway. So you might as well be yourself and really try to play. And that's what we're going to try and do tomorrow.
Well, once again, thank you for joining us, Coach Garrett. Best of luck tomorrow at Haverford. And once again, folks, the Gettysburg College women's soccer team will be in action tomorrow at 3 p.m. when they visit Haverford College in the first-round match of the Centennial Conference tournament. The winner moves on to the semifinals on Saturday and will visit top-seeded McDaniel College, which will host the Final Four this weekend. And if you can't make the games, you can follow the action tomorrow and throughout the weekend on centennialconference.tv. for live stats and live video broadcasts of all the games as well. So thank you for joining us again here on Facebook Live, and go Bullets.